Welcome back to SeoulScreen. Today we're diving into something that has been stirring up a surprising amount of discussion online. And honestly, I'm kind of loving it. It's messy, it's controversial in the way only K-drama shipping wars can be, and it says a lot about how we judge people, how we see romance, and how we underestimate the power of personality. So let's talk about spirit fingers. Or more specifically, the unexpected, head-tilting, debate-starting closeness between Song Woo-yeon and Nam Ki-jeong. Because apparently a lot of people are confused. And by confused, I mean people are literally pausing episodes to run to social media just to ask, wait, they're together? How? Seriously. I get it. At first glance, their pairing feels like the classic drama mismatch that people love to argue about. Song Woo-yeon comes across as simple, quiet, maybe even too ordinary for some viewers. Meanwhile, Nam Ki-jeong is a walking spotlight. He's a model. He's flashy. He's the definition of main character energy. And because we humans are wired the way we are, there will always be people who latch on to appearances first and assume compatibility starts and ends with visual aesthetics. But let's slow down. Let's breathe. Because if you actually watch the show beyond the surface level, you'll notice something really interesting happening between them. And honestly, I think it's one of the most refreshing dynamics we've had in a while. Let me ask you this. Have you ever met someone who, on paper or in pictures, looks like the total opposite of someone you'd expect them to date? But then you hang out with them, see them interact, and suddenly it makes perfect sense? That's what's going on here. Woo-yeon and Ki-jeong are the type of pairing that challenges your expectations and then quietly proves itself through chemistry, growth, and emotional resonance. So today, I want to break down why I think their relationship actually works beautifully. And not just, oh, that's cute, beautifully, but the kind of beautifully that says something deeper about what compatibility actually is. But don't just listen passively. I want your opinions. Seriously, fight me in the comments, disagree with me, agree with me dramatically. Tell me if you think I'm delulu or if you're right there with me. That's the whole purpose of SeoulScreen. Now let's start with personality. On one side, we have Song Woo-yeon, shy, introverted, soft-spoken, the kind of girl who doesn't feel the need to walk into a room and announce herself. But she's smart. She has depth. She pays attention to the little things. And honestly, that's rare. Then we have Nam Ki-jeong. He's confident, charming, kind of reckless, sometimes chaotic, but in a lovable way. He's the person you notice instantly, but also the person who often acts first and thinks later. Tell me that combination isn't interesting. What makes them compelling is that their personalities don't just contrast, they complete one another. Ki-jeong brings Woo-yeon out of her shell. Woo-yeon helps Ki-jeong slow down and think. And isn't that what real chemistry is? Not two identical people mirroring each other, but two complementary energies that pull each other into balance. And honestly, the more I think about it, the more it frustrates me how often we judge relationships in dramas, and in real life, based purely on looks. How many times have we heard, they don't look good together, or he's too handsome for her, or she's too glamorous for him? But compatibility is not a photo shoot. It's not a matching filter. It's not a height difference meme. It's what happens between two people when the camera stops rolling. In the Spirit Fingers Club, they find something bigger. A shared love for art, expression, creativity, the kind of connection that doesn't come from appearance, but from passion. And let's be honest, when two people get excited about the same weird, artsy niche interests, that's intimacy. That's bonding. That's where sparks happen. If you've ever met your people, you know what I mean. Then there's something I personally find beautiful in their dynamic. They help each other grow. And that's actually one of the strongest arguments for why a relationship should exist. For Woo-yeon, Ki-jeong becomes a catalyst. Her confidence doesn't magically appear from nowhere. It grows slowly, steadily, because someone sees her, pushes her, encourages her, believes in her before she believes in herself. We all need that one person sometimes. The one who says, you can do more than you think. And for Ki-jeong, Woo-yeon becomes the grounding force he didn't know he needed. He's so used to living on impulse, drifting through life with a whatever happens, happens attitude. But when he meets Woo-yeon, suddenly he starts reflecting on things, thinking about his choices, caring about how his actions affect others. She doesn't fix him, she inspires him. And that's a huge difference. Ask yourself this: how many drama relationships are built on someone trying to fix the other? Too many. But here, both characters grow because of mutual respect and authenticity, not because one person is trying to remodel the other into something else. And let's talk emotional support. Jeong doesn't just flirt with Yeon. He's there during her lowest points. He cheers her on when she doubts herself. He steadies her when she falls apart. And Yeon, who is often underestimated because she's quiet, ends up being the emotional anchor that helps Jeong become a better version of himself. That sincerity, that mutual support, that's chemistry you can't fake. And now let's address the elephant in the room. People saying they don't look good together. Let me say this bluntly. Physical compatibility means nothing without emotional compatibility. And emotional compatibility can make people look more beautiful to each other. The more Jeong sees Yeon's genuine warmth, her empathy, her quiet strength, the deeper his feelings become. And the more Yeon sees Jeong's vulnerability behind his confident exterior, the more she understands him beyond the image he shows to the world. This is exactly why their differences don't weaken the relationship, they strengthen it. They become the puzzle pieces that fit. But I want to ask you something, and be honest. Do you think appearance should matter in a drama relationship? Does it bother you if a character you love dates someone who isn't on the same visual level? Or do you think emotional and personality chemistry is more important? Because this whole debate reveals something about us as viewers. We say we love realistic stories. We say we want more grounded romance, but then the moment a relationship isn't visually perfect, we freak out. It's ironic, and it's worth discussing. Personally, I find Yeon and Jeong refreshing because they're not relying on the typical tropes. Their romance doesn't scream at you. It grows naturally. It reflects real-life relationships, the kind where the more time you spend with someone, the more beautiful they become in your eyes. Let's be real. If you only judged people by appearance, half of the healthiest, happiest couples in real life wouldn't exist. Humans don't fall in love with bone structure. They fall in love with energy, conversation, comfort, laughter, and the way someone makes them feel seen. And that's what Spirit Fingers captures with these two. They're empathic, they're warm, they bring positive energy to each other, and everything they do comes from sincerity, not from a desire to impress. Their connection feels organic, unforced, grown from shared experience rather than aesthetic compatibility. And maybe that's why so many viewers end up rooting for them, even if at first they were skeptical. The show nudges you to look at the bigger picture, but I want to hear your take. Do you think this pairing works? Do you think the backlash is justified? Or do you think people are being too shallow? Would you date someone who doesn't match you visually, as long as they connect with you emotionally? Let's make the comment section a real discussion. Don't hold back. I love reading your thoughts, because honestly, some of you come up with points better than half the critics out there. Before I wrap up, let me add one more thing. We spend so much time analyzing fictional couples, but it often reveals what we value, or think we should value in real life. And maybe the lesson here is simple. A relationship thrives not because two people look good together, but because they bring out the best in each other. Yeon becomes more confident. Jeong becomes more thoughtful. They evolve, they care, they choose each other, not because it's expected, but because it's meaningful. And isn't that what good storytelling is supposed to show us? Not the perfect couple, but the real one? All right, that's my take. What's yours? Let me know below. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me here on SeoulScreen. Until next time.